With the president of Japan, I thought it was a perfect time to talk about America's relations in Asia. After all, despite relatively good relations with Japan, there is a trade war of sorts going on between the United States and China. And the last nuclear Trump-Kim summit ended abruptly. So what is the overall state of play in the Far East? Joining me now are Evan Medeiros, who was President Obama's top advisor on Asia. He is the Penner Chair in Asian Studies at Georgetown. Anna Fifield is the Beijing bureau chief for The Washington Post and the author of a forthcoming book about Kim Jong-un called The Great Successor. And Parag Khanna is a smart analyst on all things Asia. His new book is The Future is Asian. Parag, when you look at this from your kind of vantage point, looking at all of Asia, what does it look like? Are we in a new Cold War, cold peace? Are Asian countries feeling like they have to start lining up on the side of America or China?
It's a great question, Fareed, but I think it's premature to talk about a new Cold War and the bifurcation of the world, let alone Asia, along pro-U.S. or pro-Chinese lines. Remember that we're dealing with a set of countries that actually has a memory of the colonial experience and the Cold War experience, and they don't want to repeat that history. They don't want to choose sides. There's no question that Japan, of course, is America's stalwart ally in Asia. But if you look at Southeast Asian countries, again, coming out of that experience of recent decades, they want to be friends with all sides. They want to multi-align. They want to have good relations with China, which is their largest trading partner. They want to take lots of investment from Japan. They want to have a strong economic and military relationship with the United States as well. So it's too easy to say that there's just a new Iron Curtain being drawn through Asia.
And we are back. So Parag, tell us, with all of this, what do things look like going forward? The next few months in Asia, you say everyone is still trying to find a way to play both sides. Are we moving toward more tension, less tension?
I would like to think less tension. If you look at just the North Korea situation, there, Kim has met with President Moon. He's met with Xi Jinping. He's met with Vladimir Putin. Even Shinzo Abe has said that he might entertain a meeting or a summit with Kim as well. So clearly, Asians are trying to find a way to incrementally and peacefully absorb North Korea. There are other areas, Fareed, where, over the last 30 years, we have been worried, and rightly so, about escalation and conflict and World War III breaking out in Asia, whether it's Taiwan, South China Sea, North Korea, the China-Japan dispute. But in every instance, Asians have demonstrated sufficient maturity to dial down the tension, to walk back from the brink, to focus on their geoeconomic complementarities over their geopolitical frictions. And I don't see any reason why that pattern won't continue, even though we have to concede Asia is a serious arms bazaar. But there is a growing sort of deterrence as well in the region, given all the maneuvering that's going on and uncertainty. And no one really wants to see their economic growth be derailed, or other kind of significant instability that would require that the U.S. come in and reimpose itself as a hegemon in the region.
Fascinating conversation. Thank you all.